There are moments in life when we carry a burden so heavy, the weight of it presses on our chest and our soul. If you knew the truth, you'd see the fear in my eyes, the guilt in my heart, and the darkness I've been hiding. And in that moment, you'd realize this is a secret I'll never be able to take back. I've walked this tightrope for so long, balancing between truth and lies, knowing one wrong step could destroy everything. If you ever discover the truth, you won't just walk away. You'll run, never to look back, and I'll be left in the ruins of my own making. Sometimes the biggest secrets we hold are the ones that consume us the most. If you knew what I was really thinking, what I was really feeling, you would never be able to see me the same way again. And maybe that's the point. I don't want you to see me at all. I've never been more terrified of losing you. But what's more terrifying is the thought that when you know the truth, there will be no forgiveness left for me. The secret I carry is so dark, so twisted, that even I can't look at myself in the mirror without feeling sick. Every time I look at you, I wonder how long it will take before the truth comes to light. I wonder if you'll ever forgive me, or if once you hear it, you'll never be able to look at me with the same eyes again. This secret is the one thing I can never share without destroying everything. I have lived my life hiding behind masks and pretending, but the truth is, I'm terrified that once you learn who I really am, once you see the truth beneath the surface, you will never look at me the same way again. And maybe that's why I can never tell you. The truth is, I'm haunted by the weight of this secret. Every day I wake up, it's there, gnawing at me, threatening to tear me apart. If you knew what I was hiding, you would never forgive me, and I don't know if I could live with that. I could tell you everything, lay it all bare before you, but I know the moment I do, the way you look at me will change forever. The secret I keep is a poison that runs deep, and I'm terrified of the day you find out. There are moments when the silence between us feels deafening, and all I can think of is the secret I'm holding, the one that could shatter everything. I wonder if you could ever truly forgive me once you know the truth. It's not the lies I've told you that haunt me. It's the truth I've kept hidden. If you knew what I've done, if you could see the darkness in my soul, I'm not sure I could bear the weight of your judgment, and that's why I'll never tell you. I thought I could live with this secret, that I could bury it deep enough to never let it surface. But now, every time you look at me, I wonder, do you see the truth behind my eyes? Will you ever forgive me when you finally learn what I've been hiding? There's a point in every lie when it becomes impossible to keep up the charade. I'm reaching that point now, and I know that when the truth comes out, you'll never be able to look at me the same way again. but I don't know how much longer I can keep pretending. The secret I carry has kept me awake at night, twisting my thoughts and eating away at my peace. If you knew, I'm afraid that forgiveness would never be enough. The damage would be irreversible, and I don't know if I could live with that. I wish I could say that the secret I hold doesn't matter, that it's just a part of me that doesn't define who I am. But deep down, I know it does. And when you find out, I know you'll never be able to forgive me for the things I've done. Sometimes the hardest thing is knowing that the people you love will never understand the choices you made, the secrets you've kept. If you ever learn the truth, you'll see me for who I really am, and I don't think I can bear that. I've built my life around this secret, and I'm terrified that when it's exposed, it will bring everything crashing down. What will happen when you find out? Will you leave me, or will you stay and try to make sense of it all? Either way, I know I'll lose. Every part of me aches with the weight of this secret, and though I long to share it, to let you in, I know that once I do, everything will change. You'll never forgive me, and I'll be left to carry the consequences alone. I've come to realize that the deeper the secret, the harder it is to find redemption. When you learn the truth, you won't just be hurt, you'll be broken. And I'm not sure I can live with that kind of pain between us. I've told myself that it's better for you to never know the truth, that keeping this secret is the only way to protect you. But the truth is that I'm protecting myself. I'm too afraid of what will happen when you finally see who I really am. The hardest part of keeping a secret isn't the act of hiding it. It's the knowledge that once it comes to light, everything changes. I can't imagine a world where you know the truth, where you can't forgive me for what I've done. There are moments when I wonder if the secret I'm keeping is worth it, if the pain I'm causing is worth the silence I'm holding. But I know that when you find out, there will be no turning back, and I don't know if I'm ready to lose you. Sometimes I wish I could rewind time, go back to the moment before I made the choice that led to this secret, but I can't. And now I'm left wondering if you'll ever forgive me once you discover the truth that I've been hiding. I can feel the weight of my secret pressing on my chest every single day. It's suffocating, and I wonder if you'll ever understand why I had to keep it from you. But the truth is, I'm afraid that when you find out, it will be the end of us. There are things I've done that I can never undo, secrets I'll carry to my grave. But knowing that you'll never forgive me once you know the truth, it's something I don't know how to live with. Every time I look at you, I wonder if you can see the secret I'm carrying. And every time I keep quiet, I feel like I'm betraying you. I don't know how much longer I can hold this in before it destroys everything. I've tried to bury this secret so deep, but it keeps resurfacing in my thoughts, in my dreams, and I know that when it finally comes to light, I'll lose everything I've ever cared about. You'll never forgive me, and I don't know if I can live with that. The truth I'm hiding is something I'm ashamed of, something I never wanted to admit to myself, let alone to you. And when you find out, you won't just walk away, you'll run, and I'll be left alone, drowning in my own guilt. I never thought I'd be the kind of person to keep a secret like this, but here I am, afraid that the moment you know the truth, you'll never look at me the same way again, and I'll be forced to face the consequences of my actions alone. It's not just the lie I've told you that's tearing me apart. It's the truth I've kept hidden. If you knew the full story, you'd never forgive me, and I don't think I could ever forgive myself for what I've done. Every day I wake up, I feel the weight of my secret on my shoulders. I wonder if you'll ever see it, if you'll ever realize the truth. And when you do, I know that nothing will ever be the same between us again. I've always believed that secrets have a way of coming to light, but now I'm terrified of that moment. Because when you discover the truth, you'll see me for who I really am, and you'll never forgive me. The moment I let this secret slip, everything will change. I'm terrified that once you know the truth, the love and trust we've built will crumble, and I'll be left with nothing but the wreckage of my own mistakes. I've spent so much time running from the truth, hiding from what I've done, but I can't run forever. One day you'll know, and when you do, I know you'll never forgive me, and I'll have to live with that for the rest of my life. Every time I look at you, I wonder how much longer I can keep pretending. The truth is, I don't know how to forgive myself for what I've done, and I'm terrified that when you find out, you'll never forgive me either. The hardest thing about carrying a secret is knowing that no matter how much time passes, the truth is always lurking, waiting to be uncovered. And when it is, I know that everything I've worked for will be destroyed. I've lived with this secret for so long that it feels like a part of me, but I know that the moment you find out, everything will change, and I'll be left to pick up the pieces of a life I ruined with a single choice. I've never been more scared of anything in my life. If you knew the truth, if you understood the weight of what I've done, you'd never forgive me. And maybe that's the hardest part, knowing I'll lose everything the moment I tell you. Sometimes I wonder if it would be easier to just tell you, to let the truth spill out and face the consequences. But I know that once I do, there will be no turning back. You'll never forgive me, and I'm not sure I can bear that. I thought I could live with the guilt of this secret, but every day it eats away at me, pulling me deeper into the darkness. And the moment you find out, I know I'll lose you, and I don't think I can survive that. The secret I'm keeping has festered inside me for so long that I don't know who I am without it. And I'm afraid that when you discover the truth, you'll never forgive me for the person I've become. Every time you smile at me, I feel the weight of my secret pressing down on me. It's as though the truth is written all over my face, but I can't let it slip. If you knew, you would never forgive me, and that thought haunts me every day.